Let's say the candidate had a plan to deal with the challenges in the here and now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. The dust has settled in Canada. The election is over and Mark Carney is the Prime Minister of Canada. Apparently he's the man with the plan. So we're going to go through and look at a few standouts that he chose to represent you, that he thinks is the best people for the positions. Some of them are quite questionable, so you'll want to watch this whole video. But first, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. So first up, we're going to start with Evan Solomon. He's one of my favorite hires. Mark Carney gave him the position of Minister of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation. During Mark Carney's campaign run, Evan Solomon, the new Minister of Artificial Intelligence, reposted a post from a parody account on X. It was called Mark Carney's Ego, and they took the liberal bus and changed it to retard bust. And Evan Solomon thought that was a real post from Mark Carney. The next person on this list needs no introduction. It's Justin Trudeau's failed finance minister, Chrystia Freeland. Mark Carney decided to make her the Minister of Transportation.
A fact that still shocks my dad is I don't actually own a car.
I did get a speeding ticket driving between Grand Prairie and Peace River. I was driving too fast, and I won't do it again.
Next is Mark Carney's pick for Minister of Public Safety, Gary A. I'll say A because I don't want to butcher his last name, but he'll be in charge of running the Liberal gun grab from licensed gun owners in Canada, and he'll also be in charge of stopping the illegal gun flow on our streets.
Or what are the classifications of firearms?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what I can tell the member is that Bill 21 addresses a number of concerns that we've heard from all Canadians, but it is to ensure that...
I wonder if he's getting past a note right now with them. Without looking at that note, what are the classifications for firearms in Canada? He's a public...
The Honourable Minister.
Restricted, non-restricted, and prohibited, Mr. Speaker.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Speaker, this is the Public Safety Minister. Somebody passed him a note with those classifications. Does the Public Safety Minister not know the classifications of firearms at the Committee of the Whole? Yes or no?
Vice Chair, does the Minister know what an RPAL is?
Honourable Minister.
I do not.
Member.
Does the Minister know what the CFSC is?
Honourable Minister.
I do not, no.
Member.
I'll stipulate, Chair, that is the Canadian firearm safety course that all gun owners in Canada have to do to get their firearms license. Has the Minister ever done the Canadian firearm safety course?
The Honourable Minister.
Speaker, it's my third week on the job. No, I have not.
The Honourable Member.
Does the Minister know what safety classes and safety demands are expected of law-abiding Canadian gun owners?
The Honourable Minister.
This is not about law-abiding gun owners, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member.
How can the Minister make that claim when he doesn't know the basic fundamentals of law-abiding gun ownership in this country, Chair?
Next, we're going to look at Mark Carney's pick for the President of the Treasury Board of Canada. Shafkat Ali, I think? I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but that's what I'm going with. Let's watch him in action.
Chair, how many people work for the Federal Public Service?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. Federal workforce is over 350,000 people in public service.
Congratulations.
How many worked for the federal government when the Liberals took over in 2015?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, the public service has, we have, our population was about 35 million.
One of the minister's aides just handed him a piece of paper. I'm hoping it has the answer. How many people worked for the federal government in 2015 when the Liberals took office?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, my colleague expect that there is
Honourable Member.
I'll spot the minister. I'm feeling generous, Chair. In 2015, it was 250,000. That's an increase of 107,000, or 40% in the last 10 years. Are taxpayers getting 40% more out of their federal government?
Next up is Mark Carney's pick for the Minister of Immigration, Lena Diab. I hope I said that right. One thing we can take away from this video is I suck at pronouncing names. But let's look at her work.
Resuming debate, the honourable member for Sherwood Park, Port Saskatchewan.
Chair, it seems listening to the discussion tonight that the minister is acknowledging that the Trudeau government made mistakes on immigration. Is that correct?
The honourable minister.
COVID caused the strain on our system.
Liberals promised to cap foreign study permits, which also allow people to work in Canada. But new data shows that the Liberals blew their cap out of the water by handing out a whopping 500,000 foreign study permits last year, roughly the same population as all of Halifax. Why did the Liberals bring 500,000 foreign students to Canada during a massive housing shortage and while youth in Canada can't find jobs?
The Honourable Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for that question. Those figures are inaccurate. It's misinformation. This new government is hard at work to improve our immigration system, and the introduction of Bill C-2 Tuesday was an example of that. We are taking significant steps to preserve the integrity of our system while also upholding our humanitarian commitments, because we understand a well-managed immigration system is essential to a safer, stronger Canada.
The Honourable Member for Calgary-Nose Hill.
So I got those numbers from the minister's website. I went on the website and I read them.
Mark Carney's next pick is the Minister of Finance, Francois Philippe Champagne.
Is the Minister of Finance going to be using taxpayer dollars to travel out of the country this week?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm happy to say hello to my colleague. He was my critic when I was a young man, Mr. Speaker, when I started in this House, and now I see that 10 years after, I still have the pleasure to have to answer his question. He comes from a great region. My dad lives next to his.
Niagara West.
Is the Minister of Financing planning on traveling to the Bilderberg meetings this week using taxpayer dollars?
The Honourable Minister.
I'm very proud to answer questions from my colleague. Like I said, he comes from a great region where my family is also, so I've seen him in action, and it's great to see that they can.
For Niagara West.
I just want to ask the Finance Minister why he believes that he should spend time at the Bilderberg meetings rather than actually tabling the budget.
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm so glad to see my colleague is actually following, paying so much attention about what I do. I travel to Shawinigan also every weekend, Mr. Speaker, and I would be glad to invite him at home as well because he seems to be very interested where I'm going.
All right, that's going to be it for this video. That's just a select few from his cabinet. If this video gets lots of likes and comments, maybe I'll go through and pick out a few more to highlight. Please like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.